Good evening, Ladybugs and Yellow Jackets. Welcome to this week's episode of FAE News here on FAE Productions. I am your host, Fairy Princess Lolly, and tonight I am starting off here with Ion the Leprechaun.
Hey.
Jarl Gunther Hammerhands.
Hello.
Famous Dana the Boggin.
Hi, I made noises. I'm sorry.
And Count Morbid, who's busy glaring at you with his big brown eyes. Actually, they're kind of black. You kind of have black eyes.
I'll give you a black eye. You can understand how it's like.
Yeah, whatever. So, first things first, please, tonight it is like, subscribe, and anchor the bell. I think you will understand that one in a little bit, but anchor the bell. Anchor yourself to the bell. We do 3 shows a week. And if you ring the bell, you will get notifications. If you don't know what I'm talking about because you're not watching from YouTube, go on to YouTube, like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Tonight's show is sponsored by Eclectics Marketplace. And Eclectics Marketplace is your resource for all things Renaissance, medieval, fantasy, Celtic, piratey, and so much more. They are a free-to-use index site of events, performers, vendors, all of the good things. And if you are looking for one of those things, you can either find them there, or you can right now get yourself listed on their website for free because they have waived their annual $30 fee since COVID is going on. So for the duration of that, and you can go and check out, they have everything categorized there. So if you're looking for clothes or you're looking for fairwear, something to that effect, you can go there and find it in its category. Please go check them out. They're really good people. I believe they're based here in the Northwest. I know they at least do Washington Midsummer. So please check them out. And if you think it would be helpful to you, just contact them to create a profile. It's a pretty basic service to put up. We are actually on there as well. So
I'm going to start casting Summon Bumble.
Summon Bumble.
it may take a few rounds.
The question is what is it that you have to do for a Summon Bumble spell?
Roll some dice.
Nerf guns.
Nerf guns. Nerf guns is a good idea. Let's see. Oh, wait. Perhaps what you actually have to do is randomly scatter Nerf shot, whatever you call the Nerf bullets.
Nerf darts?
The Nerf darts.
Yeah.
Randomly scatter those, and then he will be compelled to have to pick them up. Because, fairies are against
vampires and counting.
I think it's more than vampires and counting. For example, witches have to stop if you spread things like tacks, or I think I've heard maybe seeds, that they have to stop and count all of them, like pick them up and count them before they can go someplace. It may actually be anything that can be scattered like that, but there's a whole bunch of different lores that surround that. And hi, everybody out there. I see you, Baroness. I see you, Poppy. I see you, Flora. Hi, everybody.
I think it's something like if there's stuff cooking in the kitchen, I have to go stir it up. I can't just walk past it and leave it alone.
So if we want to summon famous Dana spell, we have to put a pot onto the stove of something. Hey Jay, how are you? Also, I got your response to my message, so you have a package coming to you here in the next couple of days. At least
Yay,
one.
Quisters!
The second one is in its gathering. So yes, hi Persephone, how are you? Yeah, I'm so glad to see everybody out there. Hi everybody. Yes, so Sir Bumble is supposed to join us. Oh, wait. You know what? I guess it must have worked because there he is down there in the wings. Count Morbid went and got the Nerf darts, and guess what? No, Sir Bumble
I think the burping was the final magic word, right?
Yeah. Like a fish bait. It was those darts. They just magnetized me. I had to come.
Look at you. You're all fancy today, and you're holding your microphone. I find that hilarious.
Yeah, I'm not in my studio. Basil has gone home. I'm just here for a moment. But,
well, you better sing the song.
I keep the microphone on an arm. So it's on an arm. It's natural.
Well, because I know that you are actually on a short time frame tonight and you're popping in. One of the things that we had to do, that I had put on our little itinerary for us to discuss tonight was just a brief overview of the Magic the Gathering that is going to be happening at Fairyblossom Festival in June. And so since you are here, yay, thank you for popping in. Please, if you will, shall I pull up the webpage, do you think?
I think that'd be a
sure,
good
yeah.
idea.
Tap that mana.
So we're going to do a Magic the Gathering tournament at Fairyblossom in June. And it's going to be a commander tournament. And we have a special scoring system that prioritizes chivalrous conduct and Seelie conduct. And check it out on the website. And we'll be giving away prizes that are to be determined. They will go on the webpage in a few weeks. And it'll be a lot of fun.
Yes, we are.
And
so the prizes will, as our prizes usually they are usually gift baskets that we assemble items from vendors who donate things, or our members and attendees that donate things. That is usually what our prize baskets are comprised of. So I would guess that is the same thing. Here's the page for you guys that is up. It's on fairyblossompfestival.com/pen/Magic the Gathering. You can find it just by going to the menu up here. Midsummer Games, Magic the Gathering Tournament. And these are the rules, Sir Bumble?
yes. Yeah, so it's just going to be a regular commander or EDH Magic tournament, but it has a custom scoring system, and the game design is sort of the philosophy behind it is that most how do I describe this? Most tournament environments will devolve into combo stacks if given enough time. And so how can we create a system that stays fun and not super competitive? So that's what I tried to do with the rules. It uses, and the rules are not, I shouldn't say rules, I should say scoring system. The rules are the same. It's just standard Magic rules, but the scoring is a little bit different. So check it out. We'll be giving away, Magic item prizes. There will be a for first, second, and third place. There will be Fairyblossom Magic items as well as Amtgard Magic items for the top 3.
Ooh.
And drops rolls for everybody and possible other prizes as well. So I hope to see you all there.
Yes, indeed. So, sorry. Go ahead, Ion.
So someone wants to enter this tournament, but they're not Seelie. Would they have a problem, or?
My advice.
No, yes, everybody is welcome to join.
Sweep the leg.
The Seelie system is just the scoring system. It's designed to sort of prioritize like commander kills and creature combat kills rather than like infinite combo kills. So I think that is a very Seelie way of doing things, which Seelies value honor and duty and chivalry more so than the unseelie. So that's why I thought that. So that's your opinion.
Now, I know also we discussed how we were going to have the Magic tournament all on one day, probably in 2 different sessions, but can you just speak really quickly to folks who may not be able, like if they're looking to come, they just come down for the one day to do the thing if that's what they're interested in doing. Can you speak a little to that?
Well, we don't have the schedule set in stone yet, but I would like to do it sometime on Saturday evening or afternoon. And come, yeah. I don't know what else to say.
Nope, that's it. Well, I guess the point that I'm getting at is that you don't have to be there both days in order to participate. You can't.
Exactly. It's day trip friendly. Yeah.
Day trip friendly. Yes. I want to say, kind of piggybacking onto this, for those of you who are interested in participating, like getting involved with us overall next month, which is in a few days here. Ooh, where's the time going? Next month we are going to start doing volunteer meetings for the festival, and they are going to be prior to our hedge gatherings. So they'll be on the first Tuesday and the third Saturday of the month. and probably starting around 6 o'clock, 5:30, 6 o'clock is when we're looking at. And then we will roll into our hedge gathering after the volunteer meeting. They're going to be on Discord since everybody is everywhere and besides COVID. So that is, if you want to join in, they are dross worthy. You will get your rolls, you will get your dross, which is going to be handy if you want to bid on that free hotel room that's coming up. So, okay, I think that's everything. Sir Bumble, you're free to go if you must.
I cast
Thank
the
you, my
spell
lady.
Bumble. Cast the spell Bumble.
We'll just tap a blue mana and unsummon them.
Yeah.
Oh no! I've been talking.
I feel like there was a joke there that probably was a magic joke that I sort of got but didn't all the way get.
There's a spell unsummon. It costs 1 blue mana.
A
It
blue
makes a
mana.
creature.
Got it.
It makes a creature go back to the owner's deck.
That
Hand. Actually, to their hand.
clever. So here's what we know. We know that scattered nerf darts will summon Sir Bumble, and a blue mana unsummon will send him back from whence he came.
I don't think I've played Magic the Gathering in this century.
I know I haven't.
Yeah.
I played it last
Ion
time,
has.
though, and it was fun.
I have.
I
I quite enjoy it, and Commander is one of the best formats ever.
And I think that the Angry Wood Elf played at not 2020 because we obviously didn't have a festival. I think the Angry Wood Elf played at 2019 Fairy Blossom. And I know Sir Kieran certainly did. And
I tap belly to attack.
yeah, she does not look very attack-like, but she does look very demanding on the pets and the hugs. Oh, what are you drinking? Pinky out. Very important, by the way. It's one of the unspoken fairy rules when drinking. Pinky out.
Oh,
The mug is too heavy.
give us the
I
best
have
thing,
a mug.
Your pinky provides the last bit of needed cup support.
That's the thing. We still have to get my mug. The mug is supposed to be here.
Oh, I wanted to say also, because I see you. Why does everybody have to put how long it's been since they've played? Do you guys really want to count back that far? Is that your goal tonight? Let's see how far back into the into the annal. Mm-hmm.
I was there, Gandalf, 3,000 years ago.
Season 2? No. Actually, I played a couple years ago. I think right before we were teaching the Angry Elf how to play, we all got decks and were practicing against each other just to learn how to play. So I think I have played recently, but
so if it helps, there are pre-packaged commander decks that can be purchased at stores so you can jump right in and you don't have to know how to assemble a deck of cards to make it work out.
Didn't we have one?
It's been so long. It's been so long since I've played. I think the decks only came in black and white.
Sepia toned.
That's just because it's you, Captain Morbid.
That's because you can only see in black and white, man.
I think cards that I used to have, they don't let be played anymore in normal gameplay. Like the card that I had was Armageddon. Takes everything off of the playing field. Poof, dead.
Oh, I mean,
a white card.
I have a cool story about Magic cards that has nothing to do with me, but a friend of mine who had an original Black Lotus card.
Oh God!
In basically super excellent condition, and that card got stolen from them, and years passed, but their business, because they own a shop, and so their business is buying, selling, trading, and dealing in Magic cards, right? So they over the course of being in business, they have managed to amass, like over a storehouse of over 2 million Magic cards, and that's one of the big things they do, along with miniatures and probably some comics or whatever. But and in the course of doing this, they happened to come across their own magic card being resold because it's pretty, I guess that they're pretty, they have ticks and quirks and things about them that make them identifiable, and they were able to identify their card and repurchased it, and now it is hanging on their wall in a frame in their house. It was kind of the same story with the troll cookbook, right? Where somebody stole it, sold it off, and then years later it sort of came back around. So I think that's kind of a cool story. Anyway,
Why do all your cool story involve thievery?
It is, in fact, a very cool story because cards as rare as a Black Lotus are worth quite a lot of money, and they haven't been printed in a long time, so people love them.
What was the other Moxes or something like that? Was the
yeah,
I know.
There's 9 of them that are called the Power 9 that are the most valuable.
Yeah, I've heard of a Mox too. I've heard of that from another friend of mine, actually, who's also actually has Sart has Moxes, had Moxes. I don't know if he still does. He definitely still plays Magic though, because he talks about it on his own YouTube channel, with the name of which is escaping me at the moment. But he does talk about Magic.
That's a cool name.
Yeah, Sart is his name.
Escaping me at the moment. That would be an awesome YouTube
channel. Oh, sorry. No, I mean his name isn't. There's no. Hello, Cobble. I see you out there. Yes, we're talking Magic. No, so I know that there will be a tournament judge there that knows the rules, etc., etc. Maybe we should have a closer to the festival. We should have a deck assembly party or a deck making party. That way, if people want to, they can get together, or talk, trade, figure out how to, maybe play a round of the game or something, just a really simple round of the game, so people kind of learn how it's played or whatever before they go.
Yeah, especially what makes EDH Commander different from other play styles. Yep.
I'm pretty sure I don't even know what EDH stands for.
It's like Elder Dragon Headhunter or something like that. It's
gotcha. Okay.
It's a weird name. They changed it to Commander years ago, but I still remember it as EDH. So
fair enough. So a couple of other things that I wanted to say also before we, 1, do a drawing, and 2, get our vendor for tonight in here, which I'm very excited to see our vendor. First is that I missed sending out the newsletter, the Fairy Press, last month. So I am letting you guys know that January's Fairy Press is this close to being done. And then I will be doing the Wednesday, this month's Fairy Press, tonight and tomorrow. I do intend to send both of them, even though one of them's late. It still has important information in it for you guys. So I will be sending both of them out to you guys, hopefully tomorrow, in a mass mailing. Oh, the stamps. So that is...
I'm not licking them.
No.
I'm just telling you ahead of time, my tongue is off limits, man.
That's not a stamp.
You had better not lick the stamps, because they're already sticky, and that would be really weird.
Oh, that might have been the problem then.
I kept licking it, and it just wouldn't
just
stay on that
stayed on my tongue.
It
tasted funny, and it was weird. And I stuck my tongue out for a week, and there was an eagle on it. And I didn't like it.
Oh my gosh.
Have you ever had envelopes that had the sticky stuff on them that was mint flavored?
Wait, the licky sticky stuff, or the sticky stuff where you just peel the thing off?
No, the envelope, the part that folds over with a little.
Famous Dana, you don't like mint anyway. Like mint makes you sick.
No. I had a bad day.
Some people would call that glue poisoning.
Oh no!
Especially for me.
It will literally. I don't know if it's a mental thing or what, but if she smells mint, she wants to go and utilize the latrine. It's not.
I have to look at the trash can very closely.
Yeah.
It does make me sick.
That is strange and peculiar. Ooh, speaking of strange and peculiar, I guess that book number 6 in Miss Peregrine's
Did
school
Count Morbid
house
skin nettle?
home for peculiar children came out. What?
Did Count Morbid skin nettle?
No, I think Count Morbid is fixing his jackalope. I'm not sure exactly what's happening
that
over
looks
there.
like nettle.
Technically, this would be a new one because I think you still have the original.
That could be anywhere by now.
So, Gunther, I guess this question is for you. I've heard of a landing strip. How big is a stamp?
It's as big as a landing stamp.
Wow.
Hey, that one was from Poppy, so you don't get to wow.
I can wow Poppy.
Poppy is under your jurisdiction.
I'm not sure that's true. You keep trying to put people under my jurisdiction, and they keep protesting vehemently.
A stamp.
Actually, I thought that I guess it's
Never mind.
I mean, if they protest too loudly, that's how you end up.
protesting.
I'm just saying, if they protest too loudly, you might find Daenerys standing at your door.
Okay, you guys, so this is tonight's, because I did not want to, I know we didn't have a vendor last week, but I do have a little thing that I want to give away because I don't want to go without having a cool prize to give out to everybody. So I have this I'm going to be giving out. I'll do a drawing here for a minute, but it needs a magic power. So help me, everyone out there in the audience, come up with a magic power. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, then I will explain very quickly. We enchant all of our items that we give away so that if you want to come to the Hedge Games, you can use them at the Hedge Games or at Fairyblossom Festival as enchanted items. They have cool special powers. And right now, for those items that are out there that have fallen into mundane hands, we are doing quests so that you can retrieve at least the magical representation of that item, because obviously the real item is in somebody else's hands, but we would like to keep its magical personification alive and well in the hedge. So that is a thing, and I'm hoping pretty soon that we will have many quests available that you may go on if you would like to retrieve magic items. So these are the magic items that it's kind of a bundle, but really this is the one. So this is a necklace. Oh, I'm going to embiggen myself really quick. I'm just going to show you what these are. And I'm going to do a drawing. There is no magic word for this week because we didn't have a vendor last week, but these are from a vendor. So it's mermaid sand with these cool little blue rocks. Hey! Oh no, I dropped it. Oops. God damn it. Well, you saw it. It comes with, what is this? It's hitting buttons on my keyboard. Comes with a mermaid, which is, it seems like an acrylic hand-poured mermaid.
Resin.
Thanks. And a blue and green flower clip. So I need a magic word for this little thing. Dang. I want to put it back into its pouch so I don't lose it. And now it's somewhere at my feet. I guess I'll have to wait till after the show. So I need a magic power for our little vial of mermaid sand. And that is what I would like you guys, if you have suggestions for its magic power, put them into the comments now. I'm going to go over here to our Wheel of Win, and then we will spin.
It gets everywhere.
Yes, well, if somebody who is one of our hedge people wins, then you will get the whole thing. If a non-hedge person wins, they'll get the item, but then we will do a quest for the enchanted avatar of said item. So that is how that is going to start working. Oh, I should say, if you guys want to find where the item, where the quests are, I will show you, because I've been doing enormous amounts of work.
Where did I put my ear?
On the string with all the other ears. Okay. This is our Wheel of Win. There we go. Those are the names on the Wheel of Win. And this is the website. This is our wiki where you can find what items exist out there and what items are available for questing. And we will spin the Wheel of Win. I have, yes, always better with soundtracks. And Sir Anthony, you are the winner of... Sir Anthony sounds like he may be one of our enchanted people. Yes, you are the winner of the Mermaid Sand. So with that said, let's see. We will bring in tonight's vendor. Yes. Do I see you down there? I do see you down there. Yay. Okay. Let's see. Hey, dude, 7581.
So
if I actually had Butterfingers for fingers, I would eat them, and then I would have no fingers. Hi, I don't know who you are, but it is a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for being here tonight. Okay, here we go. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you? Welcome back to the show.
Dragon.
So dude 7581 is my minion.
Oh, well, dude, 7581, minion 7581. Well, that's a lot of minions that you have there. Are they all just dudes?
Yep.
I love it. There we go. Well, please, if you will, I'm so happy to have you back. You look amazing, as always. If you will, please introduce yourself to our audience. So tell us who you are and what you do, and let's see what we've got there tonight.
I am Sar, the dragon god of potatoes. I bring you French fries and vodka. Now it's time to pay me homage.
that's how I got diabetes.
Wait, you didn't get diabetes from French fries? What are you talking about?
I'm just kidding.
Use at your own risk.
That's fair. That's legit.
I am Sue Maple. I am the owner of DaSueDragon Designs. Star is the mascot, and I am a leathersmith. I usually go around to shows. I'm located in the Midwest, so this is actually kind of late for us. But I usually travel around the Midwest, and I do a bunch of anime conventions, Comic Cons, Renaissance fairs, and pretty much I make everything by hand. No sewing machine. I mean, yes, I use a laser cutter, but you know, gotta cheat a little bit. But anyways, character.
Concentrated dragon fire.
Dragon fire, what fire? I've been able to breathe fire for 10,000 years. Oh wait, that fire. Oh yeah, this is my cheater fire. Yeah, this is my doctor prescribed to me.
Well, so if you don't breathe fire because you haven't done that for 1,000 years, what do you breathe?
You don't want to know. Really? Onions.
Onions? You breathe onions. Do they make you cry?
Smells like onions.
Oh, I see. So if your breath smells like onions, does it still make you cry? And I've been wondering, can you answer the age-old dragon question? Is it true that dragons cry jelly beans?
Only if they're purple.
If the dragon is purple, then it cries jelly beans.
Yes, that would be my other sister. She does that all the time, and it causes mass panic and chaos all over the continent. Weird.
I feel like I need a dragon that cries jelly beans. Does she cry only purple jelly beans or many flavored jelly beans?
I mean, you know, birdie bots. They kind of like follow her around with like a big bucket. Be like, here, cry. I'm gonna catch all the beans.
They're probably mean to her all the time. It's not fair.
No, they definitely pay her well.
Well, nobody says that they have to be sad tears, and not all tears are sad. So what if instead of being mean to her, she's just always being tickled, like somebody's tickling the bottom of her feet or telling her horrible pun dad jokes until she's crying with tears. Those might be tears of pain.
Or smelling the onion breath.
Right there.
I'm pretty sure.
Smelling the onion breath can make you cry.
Well, Sar, will you show us some of the amazing things that you have first from your shop, and then you have a special little thing that you're planning to do for us here tonight, which I am super looking forward to seeing. But I see you also have some stuff there in front of you. Can you just show us a couple of things that you've got that it is an example of your work?
Well, absolutely, and I'm in a great character for this, just because talking like this for like an hour on end really hurts. So.
But great for a dragon death metal band.
Oh yeah, no, it takes a lot of effort to do. I guess I'll start, since you guys went on your Magic the Gathering thing earlier. I'm gonna start with some Magic the Gathering stuff, and right off the bat, I've got so I use, like I said, I use a Glowforge over here, and one of the cheaper items that I sell is a token set. So basically, all my scraps. These are token sets that's got all the counters and things like trample, haste, so that way you can actually tell what's going on. You can place them in front of your cards. Fun fact,
Nice.
I actually used to be a judge for the region of Illinois back a long time ago during the first Time Spiral block. And I guess I'm ancient. Like I said, 10,000 years old. I started at 4th edition with Magic the Gathering. But anyways, we got some tokens. I also have stuff for role-playing games. I know last time I was showing off these little pocket-sized life counters, and I've got today a +1/+1 counter that I'll actually be putting together for everybody. And then, let's see here. I mean, I specialize in my bags. And last time I wasn't able to show, but this time, check it.
Oh, sweet. You got a black light. Oh, I love it.
That one out. Or even better, that one.
Can you hold that up and show it to the camera?
Absolutely.
These are awesome. I love how they're cool, black light.
Some of them actually glow in the dark as well. I don't have any of those out. I haven't done any in a while, but I was using glow in the dark for a little bit, and then I was like, oh, I like UV better. So I switched over. Bags. Ooh, I like that.
Whoa, what was that? Oh my gosh. Did you guys hear that noise? Or was that just me?
No, I dropped a bunch of stuff on myself.
Oh.
It happens to the best of us.
I jumped about sky high right there.
Yeah, so today, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making this live.
So, and that is
Sword sheath.
lower. There we go. Yes. So now, is it possible for your minion there to move the camera a little bit closer? Because I see you're at your workbench there. And is it possible to move the camera closer so we can see a little bit close up as you're making the thing? Now, this is also what the prize is going to be for this week's drawing. Am I correct?
Yes.
That is amazing.
So, I'm going to...
So while you're getting started, what got you started in doing leather work?
I got cancer.
Whoa.
That was so casually said.
Sorry to hear that.
It's done.
That was
So
a
what
terrible idea.
Were you able to return it? Did you keep the receipt?
Did you keep the receipt?
You know what? It'd be funny if you sat there and said, well, that's the way the doctor told me. So,
Become a leathersmith. Yeah. It'll cure you. No. What actually happened was I ended up getting cancer in my left foot. So I had something that happened to me, and it caused a fracture, and I was misdiagnosed at the time.
Wow.
The fracture developed into a tumor, which became malignant and attacked a bunch of the cartilage in my left foot. So there's actually mostly metal in my left foot now. They were able to scoop it all out, but I lost most of the mobility. But during that time, I used to work for Nokia, and I ended up losing my job because I couldn't have the proper accessibility that I needed. So then I was like, I'm sitting on my butt and I want to make money. What can I do that's challenging and fun? So I picked up leathersmithing.
As you do.
So, It's better than sitting and wasting away. I'll tell you that much. Gotta have some motivation to get through things.
Well, that is true. Is it a thing that you are now fully through and a survivor of, or is it still getting conquered?
Oh no, it got cut out. It's gone. It was several surgeries. Yeah, it's gone. When it's in an extremity, you can just cut it out. What? Oh yeah, of course. Well, yeah, they first have to cut off they first cut off the tumor, then they fused the bones. There's metal left in that. So blah 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 blah.
All of the stuff and things, and you came out of the whole thing with an entirely brand new skill set.
I wouldn't call it entirely brand new, but definitely a skill set.
So, can you tell us a little bit about, like, what I guess what took you in this direction of leatherwork, of all the many things that could happen?
It was the most challenging. I've done woodworking, painting, drawing, art, metalsmithing. And honestly, when I tried leathersmithing, I was like, oh my god, I have no idea what I'm doing. And it was challenging. I loved it. I mean, I will not bring it and show it on camera, but if you ever are privileged to see some of my first works, you'll go, whoa, how did you sell that? And I'll tell you, I never did. I had to give it away.
Well, that's kind of one of the things that they say, though, is that you're not supposed to go back and don't watch your old videos. Don't look too much at your original work. Don't reread your first writing, because you will do that and go, oh.
Don't look at your firstborn child.
Well, I wouldn't look at your firstborn child, Count Morbid. I mean,
hey, my firstborn is a masterpiece of something. Marshmallows, maybe.
Yeah, marshmallows, perhaps a little bit of cake.
And so,
Lots
right,
of cake.
I was gonna say, coming over to your house and eating all of your things, and then leaving stuff on the stove to boil so that you have to go stir it.
Yeah, he did eat half my pizza earlier.
Wait, is that the first one?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah.
I only know what the youngest one is. I don't know what order the other ones go in.
The big marshmallowy smart computer guy one is my first one. The tall, lanky, stressed out one is the youngest one. And then there's the angry elf right in the middle.
Yes, I didn't know who was older, the angry elf or your tech geek.
The tech geek.
Yeah. So right now, what are you doing with your leather?
So right now, what I did was I pre-cut everything on a laser cutter because it's loud and you don't really want while we're trying to talk. So I'm doing the dye work. This is I use this is wonderful. You can't read it at all. Here, give them a fresh one to look at. So I use a water stain dye, so it doesn't use.
There we go.
So it can be shipped anywhere in the world, which has lots of restrictions on oil dyes, and it is eco-friendly. And it's just like watercolor. Doing leather work takes many different skills, and you're combining skills from woodworking when you're cutting things, carving things, measuring them out. You're using watercolor and painting skills when you're applying your paint. There's its own technique, which is tooling, which is very unique to leather. There's assembly work, which can be manufacturing process. There's a lot involved in leather working. So I've kind of jumped ahead a couple steps just to make it a little bit shorter because time crunch and everything. But yeah, I'm dyeing brown.
Brown cooking shows.
It's like those cooking shows, really.
I had a question that I was going to ask, and now I cannot recall what it was. Dag nabbit.
No way, go catch it.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, what sources do you get inspiration from for your various creations?
Tilt the camera.
What?
I'm telling the minion to tilt the camera.
Oh, tilt the camera. Is that Legend of Zelda?
Awesome.
It just so happens we have another Legend of Zelda fan.
All of my ringtones are also set to all Legend of Zelda. Just left me feedback.
That was magic. Now, so can I ask a question about the armor you're wearing? Now, I assume you made all of your own armor as well.
Yes.
It looks like it glows in the dark or is also UV or something super cool. And don't your eyeballs glow in your dragon mask?
Yep. Those are LEDs. And this is all reactive. In fact, some of it actually has UV black reactive on it. It's actually been worn off. Seen a lot of battles, fought a lot of wars, you know what I mean? Because I do run a LARP group out here as well.
Oh yes. What is it? Tell us about that a little bit if you would like to, and give a shout out to your people. I mean, one realm to another, right?
Oh yeah, but I can't really talk about much because we kind of like when COVID hit, we were like, yeah, we're kind of done.
So your LARP group is Fight Club? I mean,
That's legit. I'm in. Should have talked about it, man.
But basically, what we do though is every year we do what's called a murder mystery. We do a LARP murder mysteries. Otherwise, we'll meet up. We'll do a couple events a year. Our group is based out in the ocean across the Isles of Melor. And so it's comprised of 5 different isles. We have Isle of Jungle, Isle of Ice, Isle of Sand, Isle of Forest, and Isle of Fire, each with their own leaders. And one of them is sunk, one of them can never be seen except for once a year. One of them just got overrun by pirates, and we still have no idea what's going on with the other two. But as of right now, our lore is stating that the islands have just all disappeared.
Murdered by pirates is good.
so what I'm hearing is there are isles of dragons everywhere that need to come and join our enchanted realm.
These dragons live all the way on the other side of the big continent.
Yes.
It's a trap. It's a trap.
Yes, but that is what the hedge is for. The hedge is not dissimilar to this magical portal in which we are far from one another, yet close via other means. They call it Discord.
What's that one dragon we always kick out? That's Discord. There was so much.
I can imagine our local dragons being so ecstatic to find new dragon friends.
Well,
That would be...
I'm the dragon and all these dragon friends. The pirates are the phoenix. The rest of everybody else is a bunch of fays or elves or random human minions.
Yeah, it sounds like the people I hang out with.
I don't even know what to say, all those fays and elves. Well, so we're going to need a magic word for this week's sword sheath, because that is going to be our prize for the drawing. And so we're going to need a magic word, and also we need a magic power to assign to this sword sheath.
Potato.
Potato should be the magic word. Okay, I am just going to make a command decision that you can, in fact, determine what the magic word is. Oh, Lord of the Dragon, Lord of the Potatoes. No, wait. Potato Lord of the
putting your sword in a potato would help protect the tip, right?
Wait, what was that?
That putting your sword in a potato would help protect the tip?
I don't know, but I mean, I guess that, so since technically today is the 24th, that means the drawing for this will be next Wednesday, which is in March on the 3rd, and potato seems like a very good magic word for March, right? I mean, I hear it's how you attract leprechauns and all manner of very, very Irish fae, right? Just drag a potato on a string through the streets.
Yeah, it's pretty much how it works. You have to lead with beer. I mean, brings them around.
Any beer or Guinness? What? What is that mug? Show that mug. Did you make the leather holster for that mug? It looks like it's in a leather, the one you're just holding. Is it a mug?
Yes, it is. This is an exclusive that you could only get if you went to the live showing of How to Train Your Dragon, the Arena Spectacular.
What?
Wow.
That's cool.
Mug.
That is awesome. Oh, look at his little Toothless. Oh, Toothless is like the most adorable dragon ever. My favorite.
Technically, Sar is a Night Fury.
This is what I hear. Not beer, not Guinness, whiskey. Whiskey is what it is. Okay, our magic word though is going to be potato. So now we have to come up with a cool magic power for the sword sheath. And I had an idea on that, and I know because we were talking about it last night. So
you could put a sword in it.
Hey.
Okay, what was your idea, Gunther? Because I know you had one.
It didn't apply.
It didn't?
No.
I had one about it repairing tools you stuck in it.
Ah, so if your weapon becomes damaged, you can put it into the sword sheath and it becomes automatically
I
repaired.
was just saying it would sharpen it, but it's like going, yeah.
And you think it should sharpen your weapon, but what if the thing is that what if you put a weapon in the sword sheath that's not a sword? Because there's no
It'll
rule.
blunt it.
How about since it's made by a dragon? How about it makes you immune to either fire or jelly beans?
Or both.
Or onion breath?
Well, it's basically you have to toss a coin to see which is working at the time.
I'm trying to understand, if you're immune to jelly beans, then what is the thing that jelly beans do in the first place that you have immunity to?
Diabetes.
Have you ever read the Harry Potter books? They cause you to fart, to puke, to do all sorts of weird things.
No, that's not the jelly beans. That's something else.
Oh.
What if it helps you sneak around because it's literally made of hide?
What if it holds all of your weapons? Like you put the sword into it, you put a hammer into it, you put an axe
Oh, you mean
into
like
it,
a sheath of holding? Like a sheath of holding?
The sheath of holding.
There's always something holding something.
I put my pliers in there and my utensils for my cooking and my
Your utensils for cooking are huge.
My
yeah.
suggestion was that whatever is put in there can only be withdrawn by its rightful owner.
Isn't there a box that does that?
That is not where I've gotten my from, I swear.
I think that's my box.
Yeah, I think that's Morbid's box, actually.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know I had, actually, but
Now you do.
That you do. How did you know that you have that? I literally sent it to you.
that's one. If you sent it on the postcard, I accidentally watched that. But otherwise, I didn't know until I read the sheet.
I see. I don't know. So basically, I send you things and you don't even read them. Got it. Okay.
Have you seen his writing? He probably
I
can't read
it.
it.
And I washed it.
And then forgot about it
forgot.
entirely. I guess that sounds very much like you. Okay, so I actually am going to come over here really quick while Sar is making this awesome stuff. And I want to take a look at Sar's Etsy shop. Can we do that? Sar? I can't hear you. What?
I need a color. I need to color this. You guys want this colored?
Oh, yeah, we can color it.
What color?
Oh,
Blue.
I don't know. Let's ask the audience. Audience, what color? That's the count. Is that a counter?
This is a +1/+1 counter for Magic the Gathering.
Okay, what color should Sar stain the +1/+1 counter? What are the color options?
Blue.
I thought you said that.
Three.
I'm trying to think of a song to sing, but I can't. Choose a color.
Blue,
Hey, and you have all the colors?
I mean, like basic colors.
Okay, so like red, blue, green, yellow, that sort of thing, black, brown.
Gold, brown, tan. Yeah.
Okay, you guys, audience, this one's on you. Whatever color it is that you want SAR to paint the counter or to stain the counter, the Magic the Gathering counter, we've got a turquoise request. Do you have turquoise?
3 coats. That would go over time.
I'm just saying, you put a lot of pressure on the audience, Fairy Princess Dolly. Just saying.
We have a purple request.
Purple,
Okay, so turquoise would take 3 different coats of things. Purple you can do, though?
Purple I can do, yes. Unfortunately, the turquoise, it becomes this like kind of seafoam watery color. So you have to do several coats on it, so you actually won't see it in prime. I mean, I can try, but I don't know how much time you still have left. It takes about 10 minutes each coat.
If you want, and you are welcome to stay there and work on that and chat with us as we read our crazy articles, because I think it's quite enjoyable to watch you do this as we're going on. I did want to take ultraviolet. Oh my God! Be quiet, Count Morbid. Ultraviolet.
He was gonna say super violet, but he got confused.
They want it to be used. I mean, that would take a long time, because I'd have to sit there with my little markers and color it all in, and then I'd have to raise the price on it, and have to jump through hoops, kiss a lot of butts.
Well, I think that purple then is our winner, because turquoise can't really be done without some difficulty. So purple then it is the request. So here is, I'm sharing right now, a quick look at SAR's Etsy shop. And as you can see, now these are the cool claws. Similar, now I know you had some there. They're sitting next to you. They're sitting next to you, aren't they?
Oh, you know what? Those claws are kind of pathetic compared to these brand new claws that I just finished. Do you want to see?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right.
Here, let me embiggen you really quick. What? Holy smokes. Look at those. They're enormous. Are they feet claws or hand claws?
The customer has very large hands, so
wow.
Customize it for them, but yes.
Well, I would say so.
Those are awesome and amazing.
No, we're not done. No. Who said ultraviolet? There's ultraviolet.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, that would have been Count Morbid. Trying to be difficult. Successfully being difficult.
I would never.
Yeah. Never ever, he says.
Yeah, no, never. You're never difficult. Now, I know
trying to be difficult. Try means there's a possibility of failure.
Oh, no. You fail at being difficult. No, you don't. You're always difficult.
That's literally the point I was making, yes.
Oh, I'm just trying to agree with you. Why does it have to be like that?
No, you're not.
I'm not. I'm saying you're difficult.
Yes. No, you're not.
Shut up.
It's like the paying for someone to argue with. You just all right.
Yeah, is this the right room for an argument?
I just paid you. No, you didn't pay me. You haven't paid me yet.
I told you once. No, you didn't. Yes, I have. When? Just now. Sorry, that's been a long time since I've heard that one. I'm looking now here through all the cool. Look at all these cool claws. These are amazing. How long does it take you to do one of these?
A claw?
Yeah.
So, the truth is, with my laser cutter now, I can do it in about maybe 5 hours.
Whoo-wee. Look at this wolf mask. Oh my gosh, so many cool things.
Several days. That's actually the dragon mask that I make is right here. Got the full articulation. LED in the back. The other dragon mask is that one is exclusive to SAR. I will not reproduce.
That's you. You are Sar. I love that pouch. I want that pouch. Or at least a pouch similar to it. Let's see. So I was, once more, I had a question and I was going to say something because I was looking through your website. Here we go. Back to website. Yay. Oh, did we decide on what we want the magic power for the holster to be? The sheath?
Not that I was aware of.
No, does it?
No, it had not yet been decided, although a few interesting options had been proposed.
My two semi-serious suggestions were immunity to fire or sheath of holding.
Immunity to fire. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to write them down. Immunity to... Maybe I'm not going to write anything down if I can't find a piece of paper. Okay, here we go. Immunity to fire and a sheath of holding. And Gunther, what was yours?
To sharpen the blade when it's pulled, or to, yeah.
Like a honing sheath?
A honing sheath. The sharpening sheath. And one was to fix broken weapons, right?
Yeah, like some sort of mending or repair or something. Yep.
Okay. The blade repair.
I could have used that 2 years ago at Fairyblossom when I broke my ladle.
Yes, you could have.
Well, that Flora the Fairy is a huge Legend of Zelda fan and wants to buy all of the things in your store.
I mean, I actually do have a full link costume.
Oh, look at it. Why is this large Zelda that thing is adorable, whatever it is. I don't know what that creature is because I know a little bit about Legend of Zelda, but not all the things. But that thing is cool. But Flora, isn't your Bloom Day next month? And so basically you should buy yourself a present. Hey, look at this pouch has a turtle on it, Famous Dana.
That is pretty cool. I like turtles.
They're your totem animal.
That's the same thing she says every time she sees a turtle. I like turtles.
I like turtles.
Here's one with a Molnir.
I like Molnirs.
I like those too.
Let's see.
Meow meow.
Wolves and ravens and.
I know these are really, really cool.
I see a
I
skull
thought it
and
was
crossbones.
muted again.
A skull. Oh, a skull and crossbone.
Yeah, go.
Ooh, that dragon one on the blue was really pretty.
Yeah.
I like the dragons when their wings are out and you get pictures of them.
What is miscellaneous? A real jawbone. A real jawbone bludgeon.
It's over there, dearie. Yes, I have one that I found. It's a cow. It's just a cow bone, a cow jawbone.
Look at that leather
And,
leaf.
yeah, I just kind of wrapped it, and I was like, okay, I made it. Anybody want it? There you go. Oh, there you go.
So what happens if after you're done staining it and if somebody's wearing some of this armor, what happens if it gets wet?
In general, you do not want to have leather get wet. The best thing to do is to try to pat it out with a towel and just kind of let it sit, because if you try to apply more water or try to do anything to it, it can shrivel or shrink and harden. So you really want to avoid water in general. Now, what I did is I did put a leather balm wax on top, which does protect it to a certain degree, but still, in general, you do not want to get water on leather. So
Well,
just
but if you get caught in the rain, it's not as if you can help it. Well,
no, I mean,
the raindrops.
Bring a cloak.
Bring a cloak. I'm just saying it won't like the stain won't come off of it and onto your clothing or anything like that, will it?
No, that that only happens if you wear through. And so so there's a difference between water stain dyes and oil stain dyes. When you use an oil stain dye, it actually seeps into the entire bit of leather all the way through. When you use a water-based stain, it's actually only surface deep. So there isn't actually as much stain in the leather that would really seep into your clothes. There's still a little bit, but it's not going to sit there and like super seep and make destroy your clothing. Water-based dyes are a little different, and plus the nice part about it is it's water-based, it can wash out. So unlike oil dyes, don't.
Okay. And so we have a question out here, which is how many dice can some of the dice bags hold?
So I have that listed on each of them. It's the smallest, I believe, up to 25, medium is up to 50, 55, and then large can be from 75, 100, or I've got even larger sizes that can hold a lot more.
Who even needs all of those dice at the same time?
Everyone needs magic clicky rocks.
Click clack rocks.
What do you,
Tiny click clack rock.
Need all the.
why
Die
did you even
force or
ask that
Caltrop?
question?
Caltrops.
I'm not saying you don't need any. I'm just saying who needs 100 of them all at the same time?
All of them. Many
Everybody.
Many.
I mean, now that we know though that things like scattered Nerf darts will summon Sir Bumble, I'm sort of wondering if things like a pouch full of shiny click clack rocks will keep the goblins at bay, right? like there you are being chased by a horde of goblins, and you turn around and you just throw your shiny click clack rocks all over the floor.
That will
And
distract
suddenly,
them.
yes, they're like, oh, they must pick them up and hoard them to themselves.
All right, now time to show off. Okay, do not do this or try this at home, folks.
Wait, what are we not trying at home?
Trying to punch leather this quickly, because it is very difficult and very tough to do. And I have to warn everybody, because there's some people like, oh, I can do that. And I watch them and they try, and then they're pinching themselves, they're hurting themselves, their hands cramping. I'm like, just don't do it.
This is muscle memory and repetition.
Yeah, this is from 7 years of just hole punch, hole punch, hole punch.
Whatever, I could make that myself for $5.
What? What?
I had to throw out every vendor's favorite thing to hear from customers that look at their work, right?
You want a good story? I will tell you a story that a fellow vendor told me. I'll try to summarize it best I can, but she told me that there was this one person that came up and was ranting about how expensive their wool their wool jacket was. And so she's like, I could get that for $25 somewhere else. I'm not going to pay $100. So the vendor goes, okay, I'll sell it to you for $25. And so she sold it to her for $25 and was going to ship it. And, the lady that bought it's telling all of her friends, I got this for $25. I can't wait for it to come in. Well, the box arrives. She opens it. And there's scissors, needle, thread, glue, on all the fabric. And instructions.
Not assembled. Sub-assembly required.
I'm like, that makes my day, man.
That's so awesome. Like, I sort of want to do that. I mean, it's been a long time since I've vended live at a show. Normally, if I have anything these days, it's a part of the Fairy Glen in our tent. Like, well, it's a part of our Fairy Glen is all I'm trying to say. But since I've had like a booth that was exclusively dedicated to just vending, but I fortunately didn't ever much suffer people saying that to me. So I think I sort of escaped. This is the purple that you're putting onto the magic counter.
Oh, this is actually, so you wanted purple, and then I'm putting turquoise on the back of it just to kind of show like what happens.
Oh, what will happen? Cool.
Yeah.
So if somebody wanted to start in leatherworking, what advice would you give them for a brand new beginner? What are say like the most important tools to have, or any other things that you can think of that you wish you had known when you began?
I wish I would have known what the right tools were, and I don't mind sharing this whatsoever. I've been trying to tell people, everybody, the most important thing is invest in the proper tools right away, because otherwise you are going to be wasting hundreds and hundreds of dollars on crappy tools that are not going to work. I'll tell you the 3 best tools right now. Scissors. You want to have a good pair of shears. I actually use tailoring scissors of all things. Good pair of scissors. This is a secret that not many leathersmiths know, but I love it. Parallel action pliers that are flat nosed.
What is a parallel action plier? What does that mean?
Normal pliers will move in a scissor, but actually move in parallel, so they actually
and why is this beneficial?
For setting rivets. I was setting rivets earlier.
Oh.
So they rivets flat.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes sense now.
And then the third, before the sale is gone, before they get rid of the 40% off coupon, go to Hobby Lobby and buy one.
Ooh, that's the 40% off.
The
Hole punch.
Now, Sierra, could you please hand me the setter? Okay, so I'm on the last 2 rivets for your prize for next week, but I do need my behemoth over here. My mom calls this Darth Vader.
That giant, it's a rivet setter.
What was going on?
It was no video.
Uh-oh. There we go. Those are the last 2. Now, all we gotta do is just strap it up, and it's a sword sheath. That's not all, folks. I still got a life counter to make, or sorry, +1/+1 counter to make over here.
I can't believe you just did all of that right here on the show.
Not a big deal.
That is amazing.
You say that, but it's pretty clear you've put a lot of time and effort in learning these skills because your work's amazing.
Yeah, because they're not going to be able to do this in 5 minutes. Just saying.
Right?
Any questions on leathersmithing or even starting their own business? Advice is always free. Always.
Yay, that's my same philosophy too. I always...
Is the belt holder part of it universal? Does it switch sides, or is it only left hand or right hand?
This one will sit on your left side, making it for a right-handed draw. I do have some ambidextrous sword sheaths that they pull straight up, but this one in particular is a right-hand draw.
Okay, I just thought I'd ask. I mean, I have plenty of swords that would be wonderful to
yes, you do.
wear properly.
Dana has an armory. Just saying.
No, I do offer them both left-handed and right-handed. I just figured that it would be more common. More commonly used as a right-handed draw.
My current sword sheath draws upward. So it's a little more awkward to try to draw the sword. So having something that holds it at an angle is much, much better for speed. As if I need to speed draw my weapons these days. It's been a long time since I speed.
Going to invade your kitchen again?
I almost long for that to happen.
So I can eat your leftovers?
Yes, I have a big pot of spaghetti in there that needs some eating.
I'm in.
Sorry, sorry, go ahead. Oh, that's a cute little frog.
Yeah, this is a frog.
I like that it's got the one of the things that I don't know what you call that claspy thing that you one of the things that sometimes I struggle with frogs though is the ones that are like a button that you pinch it together,
Oh yeah,
a snap, ones that have snaps, because it's sometimes hard for my little girl fingers to press the snaps together. So those big giant snaps. So I kind of like that it has that cool swipe. Oh yeah, or those ones. Those are cool too.
Yeah, I do. The more common frogs that I make incorporate this guy. Actually, back there. There's a whole pile of them. Grab the toothless one. Nope, back corner. Buy the Hylian shield. There you go. Yeah, my house is totally full of all sorts of Legend of Zelda stuff. I'm a huge fan. There we go. Here we go. This is the perfect add-on for any adventurer.
Oh, those are so cool. What? It's the little. Those are the best. Look at those. Oh my gosh. Oh, they are so cute.
These are not listed yet. I should say they are, but they are the handmade ones. I'm going to be really swapping them tomorrow for the lasered ones because the handmade ones are too difficult to use. After a while, your hand starts doing this.
Ugh.
That's why I've moved to the laser cutter.
Okay, I'm putting into the chat comments now here. Oh, wait, we have a question, but so I'll finish my statement. I'm putting it into the chat comments. This is, you guys put what you want for a vote for what the magic power of the sword sheath should be. I put all the ideas that we had, that I saw anyway. And here's a question that we've got from the audience, which is, what resources would you suggest for someone interested in learning leathersmithing?
If you have a local tannery nearby, like a Tandy Leather or any of those supply shops, if you're able to get out there, just talk to the folks that are there, whether it be the people actually in the store or the shoppers themselves. Lots of good conversations come from that. In terms of the resources themselves, Facebook group, of all things. Just go out there, find a couple of Facebook groups. I bop in and out a bunch of them. I can't really think of any off the top of my head. But just start talking, really, because this is a craft that, yes, you could go online and look at some tutorials, but you got to kind of find your own style. And it's really nice to kind of talk to people and observe and watch them and see how they do things. And so, I mean, that's about the best I could say. I'm very much self-taught, so I don't really know too much. I apologize.
Oh, I think that is a good place. I mean, personal experience is definitely what it's about, right? That's literally what we've been talking about is, the learning yourself and your personal experience and all of that. So that is a good thing. Okay, so with that said, it is 8:52 and Sue, oh, wait, looking. Wait, there it is. That's what there we go. Is that the finished counter?
Yes.
There it is.
You guys were griping about how you guys can't enter into your own contest. So
yes,
I got the sheath to you. So I was like, here, I'll ship out a +1/+1 counter, and you guys can have that.
Oh, great! Now everybody here on the show is gonna fight over it. All of us here on.
I got a fight.
That's it. That counter, she's gonna ship that my direction, and I will hold it for ransom for all of you. You can fight over it like Thunderdome.
I mean, they could fight over it. I'm just gonna fight you for it.
What? No, I'm gonna hide it. That way, even if you win, in fact, by winning, you will then not know where it's at. Because if you have to beat me up, how am I gonna tell you where it's at?
I'm sure I got some sort of magic spell around here that's a locating thing.
What in the heck is happening right now? Are you pointing a sword at the camera?
I think I'm being threatened.
Yes, I have a dragon on my side. That's right.
Where's my club?
Sweep the leg.
Eat dragon potatoes, Gunther.
I got a club, I got some Nerf guns, and I got my Monier.
A great firefight.
Onion fight.
Onion fight. Potato fight. Actually, a potato gun is a thing. A potato cannon. I'm just saying. So we have articles, as far as I know. We do have articles, right, Gunther?
Yes.
He's distracted.
There we go. Okay, so Sar, you have completed the sword sheath. We have one vote for power number 1, which is immunity to fire. So I'm going to leave that open throughout the end of the show. But is there anything that you would like to say to everybody before we let you go and move on to our article reading section of the evening?
Sure. Thanks for having me, guys. I really appreciate the time and everything. And, come check out stuff. And please, everybody, please stay safe, make good choices, and keep moving forward.
And now, how do we lure the dragons to our side of the hedge?
Before they go, before they go, can somebody turn off the overhead lights of the dragon?
Oh, you want to see
what the dragon looks like in the dark?
Oh,
yeah.
He's not. Yeah, hold on. I got it.
Ooh.
Look at that.
Nice.
Yeah, that is
Thank
so
you.
cool. I absolutely.
That is pretty awesome.
Night Fury.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh, there we go.
That's amazing.
That is super awesome.
What?
Wow.
If you put some of those in the wings, it would be pretty cool too.
That's coming.
There's a thing you want to see coming out of the woods at you at midnight.
No.
So
we're good.
I will come for you.
I will say, everybody watching at home, of course, you guys, I'm sure you all know, but the links for DaSue's, did I say it right again, or did I say it wrong again? DaSueDragon is in the low bar. Yeah, right. You guys can find their information and their store and everything before, during, and after the show at any time. And yes, our magic word for this week for winning is potato. So what that means is after the show, not during the show, not on Facebook, not on Twitch, only on YouTube. After the show, go to the comments, put the word potato into the comments of this live stream, and you will get an extra entry into the Wheel of Win for next week. You can have a maximum of 3 entries. You can get them by being a member on our Patreon channel, being a member on our YouTube channel, which you can do right now by pressing the join button that is on your screen, probably in front of you, and also by putting potato into the comments section for a maximum of 3. So with that said, thank you so much for coming on the show and building that right before our eyes. I'm very excited. It's a cool giveaways, and you're very generous. So thank you for sharing your knowledge and everything.
And everyone should go to her online
I said
videos.
that already.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Don't forget to catch me on my live stream.
All right. That was awesome and amazing. And I don't think we've ever had a vendor do that. So that was pretty cool.
That was awesome.
I still want the leafy pouch. That's
the leafy pouch is awesome. Did you like that leafy armor shoulder business?
The leafy pauldron was also very cool. It's like every time I see one, I'm like, ooh, suddenly I need to go and jump into the battlefield. I need a leafy breastplate, and I need a leafy pauldron, and I need leafy everything. I need everything.
She just wants leaves.
I want to hit things.
With what?
A giant sword.
Okay, that's fair.
I did once break a giant sword on a bench. I did. A friend, the blade of it is actually hanging, the broken blade is hanging around here somewhere on a wall. But,
oh, yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, that was me that broke that. I took it and...
That was a very clean break.
I hit it onto the wooden arm of a bench so hard that the blade snapped. I was told that I could do that. I was told that I could hit it as hard as I could. And I guess I didn't know my own strength.
I mean, that's kind of buff of you.
My beach ball. There goes my beach ball. I mean, I'm just saying. Okay, so we had 1 vote for the magic power to be immunity to fire. So I'm going to read these in order just in case I put it in the chat, you guys. But I'm going.
Do you want me to put up the timer?
No, we not for this. But here's what the magic powers are. So if you guys want to vote on what the magic power should be for the sheath, Number 1 for immunity to fire. Number 2 for a sheath of holding. Number 3 for a sharpening sheath. Number 4 for blade repair. And number 5 for owner only withdraw. So those are the 5 powers that are available. Put your vote. Yes, that's right. Breaker of things. I think that
Lolly smash.
I think that if our cat, though, if Sissy had a name that was a werewolf name, it would
Knocks things off desks.
Does not care. That would be her name.
You wouldn't just be parkour.
What? I don't get it.
Parkour.
That's Silk.
I don't get it.
Parkour is the.
By the way, that would be Lolly's werewolf name. Would be I don't get it.
Yeah, that's true. Over my head.
No.
She doesn't like her attitude right now.
Wow.
I'm over here plotting your demise.
Also, your werewolf's name.
Plotting your demise.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, before we really get into the news, there were I think 3 things that I wanted to show real quick.
Well, let me embiggen you while I pick out 2 articles.
Sure. Can you do the embiggen where you put everybody else's side next faces?
Is this the way we became the Brady Bunch?
Yeah, or the
that way.
This?
Okay. Well, yeah.
Because you want to see the expressions on our face while you're showing
Yeah,
us.
we're working on a new jackalope.
He's working on
And
Pearl.
I think you've seen like the cloak before, but I'm trying to see if I don't know how it went from the back here. I don't know.
It looks like you spilled some ink on it, man.
Yeah.
Did you sit on the park bench that Fairy Princess Lolly broke the sword on?
Let's see.
No, it looks really good though.
Bench.
Yeah.
Joking aside.
Let's see.
Is he shaving his hair right now?
I mean, he might be.
Count Morbid.
It appears so.
No, you're not. You're shaving your head right now? No, you're not. Oh my god. What?
Yeah.
No, he isn't.
He's doing a thing. Oh no, that's gone. Look at that.
Why? Why is this happening? What is
He
going
likes the
on?
Professor look, man.
Why did Count Morbid decide to shave his head on screen right now?
Because he needed a haircut.
All right. Well, you know what? If you guys want a piece of Count Morbid's beautiful locks so that you can make voodoo dolls or something of him, $5 into the super chat right now. He will save it for you because he answers to me.
I did not give you
He
permission
answers
to
to me,
pieces
and he
of
will save it. See, watch this mute. See, he will save it for you. And then it will be mailed. $5 in that super chat right now. I did not know he was going to do this tonight. Surprise, surprise. Think of all the spells that you can do. Oh, that's right. Hit it. I'm trying to. There it is. Right there. That could be yours. The Count Morbid voodoo doll. That's right. $5 to Jay. Boom. Who else wants more of Count Morbid's hair? Next week we'll be pimping off body parts from Count Morbid.
They're just falling off. He's like, here, I have a toe. Don't even care.
Yeah, here's a toe. Woohoo! All right. Come on. Look at that. Count Morbid, you're worth $5. At least some of your hair is anyway. Man, if I could super chat myself, I would. I want some of that hair, Count Morbid.
Oh my goodness!
I'm leaving it. I'm leaving it on. Or I'm only doing it. I'm leaving an inch. It's not like I'm going completely bald like I have before.
Really, her obsession with people's appendages and body parts, teeth, and hair is very disturbing. I'm just putting that out there.
What? There was a super chat though.
There was. And by the way, I'm not obsessed with it.
Do you not have all of my original teeth that were left sitting next to you right
I
now?
do, but do you know how many people? Do you know how many people? Those teeth are very valuable on the goblin market. I'll have you know.
Oh Lord.
I'm just saying.
I hear you. I hear you clucking, big chicken.
What?
That's right.
My mother, when I was a kid, she would go, I don't want to be really loud because it's really loud what she would do, but she would go,
I would do that, but I was usually saying a swear word.
and she would stick her tongue out, and it was always so funny, and it made me laugh. So she probably like did it some because it made me laugh, but we still have. I can't believe how. It must be nice to just be able to, like, you don't have to look in a mirror, anything. Just
I feel like I need to do this next show.
ooh, this sounds cool. I'm just saying. Let's see, man.
Are we having a contest with the hair fairies again?
I'm
The
just
hairy
saying,
fairy.
if all my hair disappears,
Let's see. I feel like isn't there a Harry Fairy was no Harry Fairy Harry scary Harry Fairy was so scary Harry Fairy I don't know. Harry Fairy was so scary Harry Fairy had because it's Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Wait, Harry Fairy was very scary. Harry Fairy had no what? I don't even know why we're watching this. I'm like mesmerized by watching this.
You're memorized by watching things. It's funny.
What do you mean you can't super chat? Why can't you super chat? Everybody can super chat. You just have to push the super chat button. Well, I guess I don't. Yeah, I think that everybody can. Everybody, you just press the super chat button, and then you can do the super chat. Yeah.
You probably have to link it to some sort of credit card or something.
Oh, Harry Fairy was legendary. Harry Fairy wasn't scary. Harry Fairy shaved his. This is Harry.
Derriere.
Shaved his derriere.
You want me to shave my what?
I think you already know, man.
No, I have a separate tool for that.
So you've done this before.
It's called sluoscaping.
Sluoscaping. Oh my god, I'm dying. Yeah, it's beautiful. You do have a rather nice widow's peak. I will say that. It's very fitting of you, Count Morbid. Were you just tired of your hair being long? Is that what just happened here, or?
Essentially, yes.
Because you normally only do this at Halloween.
Normally, yeah. Well, it turns out there's a pandemic. Because I did go out for a haircut a couple of times, but it's one of those things where it's close enough. I reached the point where I figured I didn't want to go out for a haircut until vaccinations. So I figured going an inch long was enough hair to look decent. Because again, I've certainly had my hair a lot shorter than this, as in like literally shaved it with the razor, shaving cream and all. So I'm not going the full Lex Luthor right now. It was getting too long, and also I figured entertainment.
So Lex Luthor is a hero of yours, I'm sure.
No.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
He's not into real estate at all.
I mean, you know, like I'm sure I could think of more obscure bald people if you wanted me to lose the audience, but like,
Okay, so
I'll have one of my minions clean this up more tomorrow, I think.
I have finally picked our articles for tonight. Well, at least the first
What
two
took you so
articles.
long?
You shut
She
up.
was distracted.
I was super distracted. I was totally busy pimping your hair out to everybody that
Yeah.
would like to make voodoo dolls of you. So,
Well,
you know,
there's at least one.
there is. Oh, yes. I'll be excited to see what comes of this. All right. So our articles for tonight, and now I'm going to put us all back here on even footing with one another. Our first two articles for tonight are going to be, I feel like I can't keep track of a screen tonight. Lizzie Borden's home, site of brutal axe murders, could be yours for $2 million. Versus, take a toxic tour through England's poison garden. I mean, you know, as long as we're going to go with death and other such things, I guess, right? So if you want to hear about Lizzie Borden's house for sale, press number 1. If you want to hear about England's poison garden, press number 2. Number 1 for Lizzie Borden, number 2 for Poison Garden, and Ion. Oh, so you still haven't found my pink timer. I see how it is.
Didn't we find it and then lose it again?
I don't know. Maybe. Right? I mean, it kind of does that. It probably rolled under something. So, yes, let's see here. We have 1 vote for Lizzie Borden and 1 vote for Poison Garden. 2 votes for Poison Garden. Can you set the amount of time that timer has to go for? Is it customizable is my question.
Yes, yes, it is in fact customizable. I picked the time.
Interesting. So you picked how long? 1 minute?
1.5 minutes.
1.5 minutes.
I started out with 2 because I thought that's how long it took, but then it actually seemed too long, and so I went with 1.5.
I'm super torn on this one because I want to read about the Poison Garden, but I also want to take a look at. I mean, who out there would like to go in with us and buy Lizzie Borden's house? We could go live in it. It'd be a bed and breakfast. I know what the house looks like. I've seen the house at least from the outside, but I have not. That would be so cool. Live in there. Think about.
I would wait.
Maybe we could.
I would wait on the house until the price gets chopped.
Yeah, that was the exact joke I was about to make.
Until the price gets chopped. Is that? I thought you said shopped, and I didn't get it. That was bad.
Yes, I know your werewolf name. Yeah.
Yeah. It does not care. Oh, that's my cat's name. Mine was over my head. Let's see. Okay, so we have. Sorry. Number 1 is Lizzie Borden, and we have 2 votes for number 1, and for the Poison Garden we have 1, 2, 3, 4 votes for the Poison Garden. Okay, so Poison Garden is the winner, but we may circle back at the end of the show and just take a look at Lizzie Borden's house because man, think about living there. That'd be freaking cool. Okay.
I think I got his hair on my glass.
Whose hair? What? Lizzie Borden's house is a landmark and a museum now, so it might not be possible to buy it as a private buyer. Or, actually what I've seen similar things like this where you can buy it, but because it's a historical landmark, you can
it's zoned differently.
Certain things to it. It has to be maintained in a particular, in its original condition. Like you can't make alterations to it or whatever. So I know that can also be a thing with landmarks that are like houses as opposed to, sculptures or something like that.
Yeah, but could you host a murder mystery?
Right. Because you then become like the caretakers of it. So, but even though you're living there. So let's see. Sharing my screen. And here we go. England's toxic poison garden. So, sorry. the poison garden. This is really kind of cool. I sort of want a poison garden.
I was going to say a lot of big gardens also have like I know Huntington Garden down in California. Basically, poison gardens are a fairly popular thing.
I mean, I guess it maybe keeps the animals away. Like one of them comes and eats there, they die, and then all of the rest of them are like, oh, don't eat in that garden. Okay. Alnwick Castle, nestled above the frigid moors of Northumberland, England, has an air of dark mysticism about it. But maybe it's the fact that it's one of the most ancient and greatest keeps in all of Albion. Maybe it's because it was used as the setting of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry in the first 2 Harry Potter movies. Or maybe it's because if you wander deep enough into its serpentine gardens, you'll find a black gate with a skull and bones on it that warns you you are about to enter the most poisonous place on earth. Do not touch, smell, or eat any plant. Children must be accompanied at all times. Sweet. When was the last time?
I was also going to say that historically speaking, the difference between poison and medicine is a matter of dosage.
Sometimes.
Nightshade.
Sometimes it's just a matter of knowledge too. I mean, mercury, I'm pretty sure mercury in all doses is always poison.
Actually, I feel like there is something for mercury. Like in a very, I'd have to check, but not, the knowledge is sort of required for the proper dosage part. So yeah.
So let's see. Here we go. When was the last time you stopped and smelled the flowers? If it wasn't Alnwick's poison garden, then it definitely was your last time. From Belladonna to Blue Ensign to Monkshood, every single one of its 100 plus poisonous plants has the potential to put you in the ground. Its gardeners tend to their caustic crop decked out in full hazmat gear, while visitors are carefully led through with strict instructions not to taste, touch, or smell anything. Even though that doesn't prevent several people from having to be dragged out each year, overwhelmed by the miasmic clouds lingering in this garden of evil. Evil. But just because you are looking at a few what's a castor bean? Just because looking at a few castor beans is enough to give you kidney failure doesn't mean these plants can't also give you a real good time. Hey, those are the poison plants I want. Aside from hugging, your common garden variety man killers. Seriously, a lot of these are lethally poisonous plants that can be found in your backyard. The poison garden has special dispensation from the English crown to grow the good stuff. From marijuana and magic mushrooms to coca/cocaine plants and opium poppies. There's even Brugmansia, I don't know how to say that, better known as angel's trumpet. Oh, okay, I'm familiar with that one. The LSD-like South American flower that acts as a powerful randy-making hallucinogen. Do I make you randy, baby? Unless you take half a seed too much, and it drives you into a lethal psychotic frenzy. Oh, half a seed. This, incidentally, is the garden's dark creator's poison of choice, who delights in the fact that a great killer is usually an incredible aphrodisiac. That quote isn't from a 4th century Yaka witch. What's a Yaka witch? That quote isn't from a 4th century Yaka witch, but the current Duchess of Northumberland, Jane Percy, an entrepreneur, amateur taxidermist, and expert on natural poisons. In 2005, after her brother-in-law, the former Duke, died under mysterious circumstances from an overdose, nothing suspicious about that, nope. She and her husband were handed the dukedom, and she took control of the Alnwick Castle's vast gardens. Looking for a gimmick to appeal to tourists, Her Grace took inspiration from the poison gardens of the scheming Medici family in Renaissance Italy and sought to replicate them in her own backyard. Children don't care that aspirin comes from a bark of a tree. The witchy Duchess crows. What's really interesting is to know how a plant kills you and how the patient dies, and what you feel like before you die.
That is very interesting. I don't want to feel it.
The castle may be Hogwarts, but the Duchess is pure
Fun.
Slytherin. Wait, what was that, Count Morbid?
I said she seems really fun.
Yeah.
She seems
So I
like a
want to
really
hang
fun.
out with.
So, like their alchemical mistress, the
Bears
Poison
to
Garden,
have tea with.
the Poison Garden's caretakers possess that Addams Family level of toxic whimsy. When asked what's his favorite thing about working in the Poison Garden, head gardener Trevor Jones will reply, "It's a good way to get rid of your wife." But first and foremost, the garden is a place of education with its twitchy visitors glued to every word their guide utters. Learning much about the dangers of both drugs and the poisonous plants loitering in their home gardens. Sadly, the garden has long shuttered its black gates due to COVID restrictions. Heaven forbid you should come down with something in the poison garden. Hopefully soon, it will once again be open and be able to receive fertilizer. Did I say fertilizer? I meant visitors. Okay, that was really fun and super cool. And if I ever go back to England, I must go there.
To answer
Right.
your question about castor beans, it's what they get the castor oil from, which is
Which makes you puke.
yeah.
It also
And-
gives you severe cramps to bring about birthing children.
But
Really?
yeah, like I said,
and-
you can also do research on poison gardens in America. Actually, they're a small subset of larger gardens, but
I wonder
a
if
lot
there's
of the
any,
bigger,
I wonder
bigger.
if there's any here.
Small subset,
Well,
you
'cause
say.
Isn't there a pretty big garden near Silverton?
Well, I
wanna
don't.
say, I don't know if they have a poison garden, but I wanted to say there was a pretty big garden, like a public garden near Silverton, wasn't there?
I have no idea. I guess that I'm now curious. Well, because in March we're planning to go on. We're planning to do the second Hedge Gathering in March live on 20th, and actually go on a outdoor hike, because outdoor things are relatively safe-ish, with masks and everything. So I'm like, oh, I wonder if there's a place that we could go visit that would be a cool nearby poison garden that we could make a trip out of, for everybody that is at least within reasonable driving distance. You guys talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to pick 2 more articles.
That's insane.
What?
There
What?
is something called in Silverton. It's called the Oregon Gardens. It's 80 acres. Don't know poison yet.
80 acres of death.
I've been in a sound garden
Yeah, no.
before. I mean, not. No, I mean really, an actual sound garden.
She wasn't saying the band. She wasn't going to start singing Black Hole Sun, allegedly.
It's the same place that I was inside a Faraday cage, and that was awesome and hilarious. I was in there with a small child.
Did you almost die?
For about 2 seconds, I pretended like I was actually being shocked.
That's so
and then I
unfortunate for that kid.
And then I had to tell the child that no, I wasn't actually. It was just kidding. But it was really fun. It was at the Rochester Museum of Science and Industry, or science, or whatever.
Science-y, Y&C history.
Yes,
I like it.
that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Let's see. What?
What?
The inside of this rock looks just like Cookie Monster, and it's worth a lot of dough. I don't even understand this title, so this is going to be.
Well, you
one
see,
of
it's a
them.
rock that looks like Cookie
Monster. And it's expensive.
And there's a joke in it about dough, because he's the Cookie Monster.
I get the dough part. That's not the part that's confusing. It's the inside of the rock. Okay.
She doesn't like your attitude, man.
Nope. Do not. Does not like. Okay, let's see. Whoa.
literally in the title.
What?
What? Sorry,
What
I'm just talking
happened?
about how great you are.
Oh,
No, you weren't. You never talk about how great I am. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Okay, I think that we're gonna do. Where's the one that I saw earlier that I wanted, that I thought sounded?
you deleted it probably.
No, it's the one about the cat scolding the wildcat. Let's see.
Oh, yeah, it's in there.
Nothing
Somewhere.
in the Oregon Garden says anything about poison plants.
Yeah, I didn't find anything about They have bees.
I don't see it. Did I accidentally delete it? That was one of the ones I wanted to read. Oh, here it is, BC. Okay, so these are the two articles. The articles are, the inside of this rock looks just like the Cookie Monster. So the Cookie Monster rock versus the BC farmer who, why is it not, are you messing with what I'm doing?
No, I'm not at all. No, I'm not touching a thing.
Because this is super annoying me. It won't let me, there. Okay, versus the BC farmer that grabs a lynx by the scruff of the neck and scolds it for killing chickens. Who is this guy? Paul Bunyan? I mean, what the heck? So the Cookie Monster rock versus the lynx grabbing farmer. There you go. Cookie Monster rock is number 1. Lynx grabbing farmer is number 2. And Ion, yes, go. I think it should just be 1 minute on the timer, though. That's kind of what I think. So, yeah, you'll have to change it in between our next set.
I don't like your attitude.
I think Jay is voting for cookies. Cookie Monster, number 1. And the lynx grabbing farmer, number 2. Who the heck just picks up a lynx by its neck? I mean, a crazy wildcat. You're just like, stop eating my chickens.
I won't even pick Sissy up like that. You kidding me?
Right? She would claw your eye.
She would.
Does not like. C is not for rock.
All right, Sissy.
Uh-oh, the Cookie Monster's cooking. I'm just saying. Let's see. Okay, so how much time do we have left on our timer?
I don't know.
Number 1 is Cookie Monster. Number 2. There she is. She's like blue. Her fur is growing back. Yay. Meow, meow. I know. She's so soft. Look at her. She's so fluffy. All her fluff fills the whole screen. You can't even see Gunther anymore. You can just see Cat. I wonder if she can hear us talking to her.
She might. She's looking around like, what?
Pew, pew, pew.
Hi, Sissy. Get off the keyboard.
He's fast.
Right. She doesn't listen.
Yes, does not care and does not listen. That's her name. Her official name is Does Not Care, and her nickname is Does Not Listen.
It's better than Over Her Head.
Time's up.
Come on.
Oh, look at that fluffy kitty. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 votes for cookies and 1 vote for the Lynx story. Dang it. Okay, here we go. Cookie Monster it is. I'm looking it up.
Okay.
Oh, what? No. This one is not as exciting as its title made it out to be. Boo and hiss. Okay. I clicked on it, you guys. I don't know. I don't think it's as exciting, but we're going to read it. If it turns out to be super stupid when I start reading, we're just going to go to the other one. So,
You just get so mad about things.
I do get mad when I feel like I've been cheated when the articles turn out to be like 2 paragraphs instead of, a thing, or they turn out to be completely just, I feel cheated. Wow.
I don't think I like your attitude.
Dude. I'm like, what are we looking at right now? Because it all looks very shiny, and I just got stuck looking at this. So C is for cash. An agate gemstone recently discovered inside of a volcanic rock could be worth more than $10,000 thanks to its uncanny resemblance to Cookie Monster from Sesame Street. I don't know what this thing is. Red
As opposed to Cookie Monster from Elm Street.
$50,000 per
Or the Cookie Monster on Avenue Q. Right.
Holy smokes. Okay, here we go. An agate gemstone. Oh, wait, I just read that part. So here is the stone. It does look like Cookie Monster.
Little bitch.
Oh, it is really cute. Okay, let's see. The agate was recovered from the Rio Grande do Sul region of Brazil by gemologist Lucas Fassari, 33, in November 2020, according to Kennedy News and Media. Mike Bowers of California, who is the current owner of the sweet piece, posted a video of himself opening the unassuming rock on January 16th, which is backed by the Muppets' famous ditty, C is for Cookie. The video begins with Bowers holding what looks like to be a dull stone, but when he splits it open, the viewer is dazzled with blue quartz crystals topped by what looks like the wide eyes and a gaping smile of the beloved cookie inhaling character. Okay, here we go. We're going to watch this video.
Okay.
Oh, it is so blue. Okay, that's awesome. The picture.
Remember, she was gonna shut all of it down.
Shut this down.
Oh, hey, that's a rock that looks like Cookie Monster.
You can be mine. Oh man, it's adorable. I can't believe it's blue. That part is like the best. His smile is all like shiny on the inside. Let's see. What if he slices it? I'm just saying. Wait.
That sells off
I think that's
What
how
is
they opened the rock. Was they sliced it?
Well, right, but I'm saying if they were to make more slices of it, maybe they could sell the slices at a lesser rate than $10,000. I think
Yeah, that's a fair thought.
But if the slices don't
monster out there.
add up to more than $10,000, why would you do that?
Ooh. Well, if you set the price for the slices, then maybe you can make them add up to more than $10,000. I think this is probably the most perfect Cookie Monster out there, Bowers told Kennedy News. I have seen others, but here you have it complete on both sides. He added, this is very unusual. There are a few famous agates out there. The owl, the scared face. Do they mean the Scream by Edward Munch? There are many approximate ones, but it is rare to find one so well defined like this. Bowers told the outlet that he was proposed over $10,000 by 5 different buyers for the agate. Although Bowers posted his video of the rock on Facebook over a week ago, Dr. Jacqueline Antonovich, a historian of medicine, gender, and politics, and assistant professor at Pennsylvania's Muhlenberg College, posted an image of it on Twitter over the weekend, and her post went viral. Oh, look at it. It's adorable. Okay, I'm a big buyer. It's really cool. Thanks to its popularity, a post of the rock finally made it to the Cookie Monster himself, and he made his thoughts about the agate crystal clear on Twitter. Me no geologist, but me think that rock look a lot like me.
He tweets
It looks
now.
like Cookie.
The Cookie Monster tweets. That's right. Can I click like and it'll give it a like? Oh, only if it opens my Twitter. Okay. So
Lots of Muppets tweet.
what they do? Why do you even know that?
Big Bird.
Well, because he doesn't hate Muppets, unlike you, you discriminating little,
Very.
What?
Big Bird tweets. Gonzo's chickens tweet.
I don't though. I don't like Muppets very much. I do like the Cookie Monster. I mean,
How dare you?
I know it's unfortunate. It is.
I don't know.
It's a condition.
I don't have to like Muppets. There's no rule about how fairies have to like Muppets.
It's apparently you don't like any other
Fairy
Muppet
Lolly-
but Cookie Monster.
Fairy Lolly Princess hates fun.
Yeah.
I do not hate fun. Why do you like that?
She hates fun. All the fun,
Yes.
she hates it.
Yes, and anything that makes people
Maybe
laugh.
just your type of fun.
Yeah, maybe that. How about that?
Pretty sure she likes the movie The Labyrinth, but it's probably not because of the
I
Muppets.
do like the movie The Labyrinth, and those aren't Muppets. I mean,
Yeah, they are.
I know they're Jim Henson, things, but the Muppets are those things that come on the show with Statler and Waldorf, who I do like. Thank you very much. I like the grumpy old man Muppets.
She likes the grumpy
Also,
old
the
man
ones on
from it,
Sesame
too.
Street.
They're not like derp a derp a
Yeah.
derp a derp.
I was
Also,
gonna
the
say,
ones on Sesame Street and the ones on the Electric Company.
Yeah, all of those are Muppets, and I hate them all.
Except for the
Almost
Cookie
all.
Monster.
Except for the three that I named: the Cookie Monster, Statler, and Waldorf. That's what I'm saying. Gosh, can we stop?
The ghost of Jim
talking about
Henson doesn't like
despise
your
the
attitude.
Muppets? Why do you guys want to talk about that? You guys are trying to hate on me because I don't like the Muppets, and that's not fair.
I don't think we're trying. I think it's
They're
actually
awesome.
succeeding.
The thing about Cookie Monster and what's great about him is if you just put down a tarp, you'll have plenty of cookies left over.
That's true.
He's not a good eater of cookies.
That's why he has to eat all of them.
Just a taste.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's kind of gross if you think about it. Let's see. Whoa. Okay. So yeah, that's I don't have to like the Muppets, and you guys should not Muppet shame me.
You Muppets shame the Muppets.
What? No, I don't.
It's for shame, yeah.
Right. Here we go.
I'm pretty sure Gunther is part Muppet.
Same.
Same. That's not inaccurate. I sing here and sing to myself all the time.
Oh my God! And no, Kermit's voice so bad.
Hi, ho, Kermit the Frog here.
No, you guys are.
Why is there so many songs about rainbows?
Pixies are awesome. Basically, the Dark Crystal is great. All of that is amazing. And let's see, what else do I like? That's
as long as it has nothing to do with Kermit the Frog or Sesame Street, you're okay.
I mean, basically, yeah.
I hate to tell you, the Muppet Show is
I'm pretty sure
brilliant.
Gunther is related to.
Yeah.
I think Gunther is related to Sweetums.
Two.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nope. Sorry.
I'm also related to Ludo.
Okay, let's see.
Oh yeah, no, I can see that.
So friend.
So we spent good time with our vendor today, which
family
means
tree.
That is
what?
Yeah, that's it right there. That's
Gunther's family
a
photo.
reunion picture.
It's better than the ones whose hair all go upright.
Maybe she doesn't like the Muppets because Snuffleupagus took a lollipop from her.
Maybe.
Snuffleupagus is a pretty cool name, though.
Yeah, but you couldn't get any help finding him.
Oscar the Grouch might be cool.
Yeah, that sounds like your speed of person.
I'm pretty
Grump.
sure his trash can is just like my house. Full of stuff.
No one knows what it's like to be a trash bin.
Are you singing Behind Blue Eyes? Like to as a grouch?
Bin with hooligans.
This is unfortunate.
Yeah, see, Ludo is cool. I actually have a Ludo Funko Pop around here somewhere.
I can make myself sound like Ludo. So yeah.
Uh-oh. So earlier in the show, we sold Count Morbid's hair, and now we're about to sell Count Morbid's shirt, right? Like
I feel like we should be playing Rights and Fred.
Woo! You know, Count Morbid, I know that this isn't a child's show, but also this isn't that kind of show.
Well, yeah.
Will you get your butt out of the screen?
They have a skirt that looks like the bottom tails of a button-up shirt so that it can look like you have a shirt on underneath your shirt.
I usually have a shirt on underneath my shirt.
It's like an elastic waistband, but the shirt tails with the couple of buttons at the bottom, and it goes around your waist and it like hangs down over your butt.
That's really weird.
And it's the buttons. So you wear a sweater that ends at your waist, and you put that underneath, so it looks like you're wearing a shirt underneath.
Okay, you guys, these are going to be our last two articles because, well, I think that it's funny that they're both about lawyers, and lawyers are supposed to fight with each other. So I want this to be an article fight, like fight lawyers, fight. So here we go. This will be our last one, which is number
Or
one.
you can.
Miami lawyer whose pants caught on fire during an arson trial is arrested on a cocaine charge. Versus lawyer gets stuck in cat filter mode during a Zoom trial. I'm not a cat. I don't even know which one of these is funnier. Both of them. So if you want to hear about the liar lawyer whose pants caught on fire during during the arson trial, like how can that even be the circumstance? Like what? Number one, if you want to hear about the
Well,
cat
there would
lawyer,
be fire
press
involved.
number two.
Yeah, there would be fire. Man.
Yep, there goes the timer. Go. Start. Timer start. There we go. Yes. The lying arson lawyer. Yes. Gelflings. Gelflings aren't horrifying. What's wrong with gelflings?
They're kind of horrifying.
Poppy thinks that gelflings are horrifying.
I agree with Poppy.
They're adorable. What are you talking about?
What's
No,
a
they're not.
gelfling?
They're gelflings, and they're terrifying.
How do you not know what a gelfling is? Have you
They,
ever
they
seen
have
Dark
some
Crystal?
uncanny valley stuff going on that's kind of creepy.
There's a lot of creepy things going on with the gelfling.
No, Muppets are not cuddly and snuggly. They're horrible and annoying.
What's a gelfling?
I don't even know how you don't.
From Dark Crystal, the fairy looking creepy faced things from
So
Dark
famous
Crystal.
Dana's being a troll.
No, I'm not. The fairy looking things in Dark Crystal.
Yeah, just
The
Google
elfy looking
Gelfling.
things.
Whoever wants it.
Okay. Yep. Here we go. I'm looking up Gelfling right now. Here we go.
Oh no!
This is a Gelfling.
Ah! Don't show it. It's crazy.
No, they're adorable. I love Gelflings. And look, it's got Fizzgig too.
I like Fizzgig because he wants to eat everybody.
The Skeksis. Kind of have hobbit feet, those Gelflings do.
They're
Yeah,
not the
gelfling
big ones
feet.
from Dark Crystal. They're the little ones from Dark Crystal. You see, I didn't know what the name of them was. So
Oh, that's it.
why I was
You
confused.
know what they are.
I'm not a fan of the movie, so it's not something I've memorized. All you guys are freaking out last year about, oh, I get to go meet the person who did something with this movie, and I'm like, eh.
Nope, I didn't.
For the record, the time's up.
Okay.
I think Toby
Time's up.
Froud worked on the series.
What?
Something like that.
He did, yes. On the new one, not the original.
Well, no.
We just had like Fae friends that were going to that and doing stuff with that, and I remember
What?
stuff.
Gelflings are a Snapchat filter. Wow, that's kind of cool.
That is, yeah, that's
It's
interesting.
true. Fizzgig is a ball of terror teeth. I love that. See, here we are, back to teeth again. Okay, so who won our vote? Let's see, we have one for, so number one was the liar lawyer, and we have 2 votes for 1 and 2 votes for 2. That's what I see. All right, you guys, that's a tie. So no, wait, we have 3 votes for 2. I see dude down here. Okay. 3 votes for number 2, and number 2 is not the liar lawyer, it's the cat filter lawyer. So let me pull that article up. Here we go. Lawyer gets stuck in. I wish there was a video of this. Sure, there must be. Like you can record Zoom calls if it's a trial. Okay, here we go. It looks like there's a video, but I don't know if the sound really needs to be heard. So can you guys see? No, I haven't shared it yet. I'll turn the sound on just in case. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Lawyer gets stuck in cat filter mode during a Zoom trial. I'm not a cat. Like everybody thought you were a cat, right? Like, ha ha ha, that cat logged into Zoom. Like, what? Okay. Let's see.
It could have been.
Let's see.
Mr. Ponton, I believe you have a filter turned on in the video settings.
Its eyes. Look at its eyes.
You might want to
What?
take a
We're
look.
trying to, can you hear me, Judge?
I can hear you. I think it's a filter.
It is, and I don't know how to remove it. I've got my assistant here. She's trying to,
Wow.
but I'm prepared to go forward with it. I'm here live. I'm not a cat.
I'm not a cat.
His voice in that filter was epic. That was like the perfect voice to not match the cat. You
I'm
know,
not a cat.
What do you even say as a judge?
That's what you heard what he said. I believe you got a filter.
Yes, and he was like, and then the lawyer responded, said, yes, my assistant's trying to remove it. I don't know how, but we can just go ahead and go forward with things. I'm not a cat.
People.
Oh,
being
yeah.
cats.
That's the thing a
Why
cat
do we have
would say.
confirmation there, Sparky?
Just what a cat lawyer would say.
exactly. There have been so many jokes about this going around, saying that that's who the lawyer was for impeachment trials and things like that. And it was a really bad set of memes, really bad jokes that going around about it. And I hadn't actually seen or heard the actual words, so that was funny. That was actually
He
was good.
might have wanted to bury that issue in the litter.
Oh no! Here we go with the puns.
I really need to take a shower soon.
Are you itchy?
It's
with
your
hair?
fault for the impromptu self haircut.
It was not impromptu. I spent days planning this.
He's like,
It's not-
okay, 10 days ago, I got the buzzers.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I'm reading
Well,
the article
because
here.
I thought
Sorry.
somebody would notice that this was not my usual corner of the room for
Well, I
the news.
we noticed, but why is that mentionable? I
I mean,
don't
you might
know,
just be
maybe-
trying a
Because
new
raise
language style. I
your
don't know.
hand if you see something strange and think Morbid might be up to something.
I mean, Morbid's always up to something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay, the candles on your shoulders right now look.
Listen,
really
have you
cool.
met you?
he just goes along with candles on his shoulders. They melt down, and that's what sticks in there. They do look like they're exactly on your shoulders. Okay, you guys, we have gone over our time a little bit tonight. Oh man, the cat thing was so hilarious. Ooh, I'm glad I turned the sound on. Can you hear me, Judge? And like cat's little face. Like, I'm sorry, I can't get over it. Cat was so cute.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yes, so we will say goodbye to you all for this evening. Remember, the magic word tonight is potato. After the show, go to YouTube, put the word potato in the comments. You will be entered to win. You can also join our YouTube channel to be automatically entered into every single drawing that we do, whether or not you were able to tune in. We will contact you if you win. Same thing for our Patreon channel. Links to all of those things are in the low bar. You can find them there. Today is Wednesday. We will be back with you on Friday for author reads, and then again on Sunday for handmade home shopping. And get ready, guys, because March is coming, and we are going to have kind of a packed little lineup, I think, of things going on in March.
Beware the Ides of March.
Only
Yes, what she said.
Yes.
And also beware the ion of March.
Beware the ions of March.
He's a bit drinky.
So yes, thank you so much for joining us. Please check out our vendor. All of their information is also in the low bar. Go give them some likes and follows and all of the things. And we will see you guys on Friday.
Next
Good night.
week.
Yes, what?
Next week, sluice-scaping. Next week is sluice-scaping.
Oh no.
So basically, you're gonna have to rent an industrial mower.
Oh no. dangerous.
Wait, I'm just saying. Bye, guys.
That seems like no. That's a
Hello,
Gunther.
friends. This is Gun for Hammerhands. Thank you for checking out Fairy Princess Lily's channel. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. And if you'd like to support these magical creations, fly over to our Patreon and join the fairy family. Safe travels.